So now that I've fairly well determined that the problem with this set of valves is that there's air getting into the valve well, into the pouch well, from around the edges of this, or between where the holes are for the vacuum and the pouch well. I'm removing this, and I've actually been a little surprised at how easily I was able to get the knife this far on that side and this far on this side. I am running into resistance right across here, which it would seem to me is the area where there is the most amount of contact because of the glue. Just looking at these ones on either side here, it looks like this area right here and this area right here is going to be where there's the most amount of contact. And I'm trying to determine whether or not it would be best to try to force this, to tilt this like this, to lift it up, to get it to separate, or whether or not it would be better to try to continue cutting it across and kind of working through the glue that's holding the two pieces together. Because when I pulled the other two pieces off, when I pulled this off, and when I pulled this one off, what ended up happening, I don't know if you can see it in the video, if I move it a little closer, you can see right here, although that may not be very visible, right here and right here, the wood from the bellow stuck to the glue, and then actually there's just a tiny bit of a remnant of the wood left right here. And of course there has to be a seal between these two sections when the unit's put back together. So if I can avoid, let's see, and here's the other one right here, and you can see the section of wood that's missing right there and the section of wood that's missing right there. So I probably will fill these in with Bondo to make sure that these surfaces are perfectly flat. I plan on using hide glue to put this back together, not the plastic glue, because of the problems, as I had mentioned in the other video, about the voids. So anyhow, I'm going to continue here to do this and kind of see what happens. It is moving through slowly. Oh, there's one side. I don't know if you can see this. And there's the other side. And unfortunately, you can see you got some wood that's stuck there. I'm putting this up to the light. And it actually looks like maybe the leak that was coming into this chamber. Boy, I tell you what, I mean, look at the distance here. I mean, there's only this much distance. This is the line of the outside of the bellow right there. That's so close. But it actually looks, if you can, I don't know whether you can see this in the video, but you can see this shiny spot right here. And that shiny spot right there is a void. And during testing, when I blew air into the bellow, I got air bubbles. Let's see, this is one like this. And there's the spring. I got air bubbles coming out right out here when I put glue on this edge right here and blew into the bellow. Little air bubbles developed right over here, so that's where the air was getting in, and possibly also right here, which is why when I sealed this it still didn't work.